Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
I have a question concerning the hadith.
Mute YouTube, please. Can you mute YouTube?
I have a hadith. I have a question about the hadith concerning the Hamiyya, like what the sun sets.
All right. What about
so? Basically, well, no, it's not really a question, but I kind of want to explain my view on it. So I think where it says about it saying in a place, I don't really think that it's a valid hadith because science says that like the sun is in the middle of the universe and then the earth orbits around it. So I think it's where you see.
So you believe the Quran is wrong?
Yeah.
The Quran is wrong.
No, the hadith where it says that. Like,
but the Quran says, but the Quran says that to not only the hadith.
When the Quran says that he found it,
my friend,
setting in a spring of water, he just says.
But this is in the Quran too.
He looked at the spring and he saw that.
No. It doesn't say he. No. It doesn't look like. It doesn't say that he looked and he looked like. It says he found it. Right? It says he found it. Who is the one who's talking? Allah, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. When you say I say like, okay, I don't know what's your name. What's your name, my friend?
Sayid Hashim.
Sayid, okay, Sayid. So Sayid, I say Sayid, he went home and he found that there is a he have a flood of the water. Okay. When I say that, I am not saying he thought, I'm saying he found, correct? Okay. The second you say found, that's mean it's a fact. It's a find, correct? Okay. So he did not think or he saw, he found. Do we agree?
Yes.
And the second you say he found, that's mean this is a find. This is not a thought. He found.
Yeah, so he was like, he found the spring of murky water.
Okay.
And then he saw the sun and he found that the sun was setting in it.
No, hold on.
And it's talking about
who is the one saying he found it?
Allah is describing how Dzulkarnaen found.
Why Allah is not correcting the find if it's wrong?
No, I'm saying the hadith was wrong.
This is not hadith. No. I'm showing you Quran now. I'm showing you Quran. I'm not only supporting the hadith. I'm showing you Quran, my friend. It says that in the Quran that he found. The Quran says the word found. So Allah is talking. He says he found it sitting in a spring of murky, muddy, hot water. Okay, why Allah is reporting a wrong find?
He isn't. He's just saying that Dzulkarnaen found the.
Okay, that's mean it's not. Okay, that's mean it's not the wrong find. Thank you. So that's mean it's not the wrong find. So he found that. So Allah telling us what he found. Is not reporting wrong finding. He is reporting what he found. So Allah in total agreement with what he found. He found it.
Yeah, he didn't mean that the sun literally.
Okay, how you know he did not mean? Doesn't say he found it there.
He found the spring of murky water.
No, he found it set. He did not say he found the spring. He found it. He reached the place where the sun set. Okay, and then he found it sitting. So he found it sitting. That's a find. And here, there's a translation you like me to change for you.
Could I just see the Shakir translation?
Who?
Shakir.
Shakir, okay. Yeah. Is Shakir a Shia?
No.
Okay. Let us see where Shakir. Where is Shakir? Here we go. Okay, this is Shakir. All right. Read for me, please. It says, until he reached the place where the sun set. So what he's saying, there's two mistakes here. Number one, there's a place where the sun set. But that's not true. Sunset everywhere. But he is confirming here that there's a specific place, a station where the sun set. And where is that station? he found it going down. This is a translation you choose for me. Going down into a Black Sea. But nowhere it says a Black Sea or the word sea. Do you speak Arabic?
Oh, no, not really.
Okay, that's a false translation. We can ask anyone. Nowhere it says the word sea. Nowhere it says Black Sea. And nowhere it says even going down. It says تغرب, disappear in a murky water. Set. تغرب, shams, sunset in a murky water. So what we will do now? So the Quran confirmed the hadith. Both of them, they are wrong.
Could you show me the hadith, please?
Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
So let me tell you.
Sorry, I'm gonna.
You know, Sayid. Okay, I understand you're a Muslim, and you are trying to say there is no way God will make such a stupid mistake. But the Quran is full of stupid mistakes, and you try to say He don't mean that, but it says that. I mean, we can try to fabricate answers, but you know, for yourself, for me, it doesn't make any difference. This is what it says. It says that clearly. He found the sun where the sun set. As simple as that. He is not saying he thought, you know, when I say they are asking Muhammad about Alexander the Great, then you should not report false information. You should report true information. So if you are saying to me, he thought, that means Allah is reporting stupid, like this guy is stupid. But this is the prophet of Allah. And Allah is the one who gave him the power. And he is the one who gave him the guidance. So when we say he thought and those stories, it's just to defend. It's a blind defense, but it's funny. And you are smarter than this.
Can I just ask a question?
Sure.
So, like, you know how flat earthers use the argument?
Sorry?
Like, you know, oh, I don't see the sun. Like, oh, my shoes aren't like curved, or for example, when I see the sun, it just, you know, like this, the horizon argument. Yeah. Does that mean, like, you know,
no,
the sun is setting?
There is a figure of okay, I understand. There is a figure of speech people use. Like when I say actually the sun set, the sun never set. This is a figure of speech, and all of us, we knew that. But this is not what's happening here. They are asking about Dzulkarnaen, and Allah is reporting what happened with him, not a figure of a speech. There's a huge difference. He's telling us he found people next to it, what happened, what he talked to them, what they said to him, etc. So we cannot say this is a figure of a speech.
But why not?
Because it's not. As an example, the Quran says Allah is the Lord of the two east. Is that a figure of speech? Or he really believed there is two east?
Could you show me what that is?
No problem. Here we go. Chapter 55, verse number 17. He is the Lord of the two east and the Lord of the two west. Why he said that? What do you think?
Well, I mean, it says it there, like places of sunrise during early summer.
Yeah, this is between two between bracket. This is the translator trying to explain to you. But obviously,
yeah,
the Quran says, believe that there is two east, two west. Why? Because Muhammad could not explain why the sun appeared from different place in winter from the sun appear from summer.
But but it says right there, like even if it's in brackets, it's an explanation.
My friend,
so
no. This explanation, this is a translation. Okay, if we go, okay, you see, this is false translation, my friend. There it says Rabbul Mashriqin wal Mashriqin wal Maghribin, the Lord of the two east and the two west. That's it. Muhammad could not understand why the sun is not appearing in the east from the same place in the winter. So the Arab and people before, they believe there's two east and two west.
Okay,
this is wrong. This is not a figure of speech. you are okay, let me ask you, you are a Shia, right?
Mm-hmm.
You are a Shia, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me drink some water, my throat is hurting me badly. All right, why Dzulkarnaen is called Dzulkarnaen? Do you know? According to you as a Shia.
Not really.
You don't know? Do you have anyone next to you speak Arabic?
No.
Sadly. Okay. This is the interpretation of the Shia. This is Tafsir al-Quran by At-Tabrasi. Speaking about the person who is Dzulkarnaen. روي عن Ali ibn Abi Talib. He was a servant of Allah who loved Allah, and Allah loved him very much. And Allah he guided him, and he guided by Allah. And he ordered his people to obey Allah. They hit him in his head, on the side of his head, by the sword. All right, and they hit him in the other side of his head by the sword. They kill him twice, and Allah raised him from death. And because of this head, he grew two horns, and this is why he's called the man with the two horns. Do you agree with that?
So basically, this man Dzulkarnaen told his people to worship Allah.
Yes, and they hit him, and they got horn because they hit him like boing, boing in his head, like a cartoon, cartoon. They hit you in his head, and there's like a pimple coming in your head. So this is why he have two horn. They hit him first time by the sword, he have a horn, and he hit him second time, and that's why they call him man with a two horn. Here it says that he was called the man with the two horn because he used to have little two hair from Al-Hasan. That's weird. And he was in his head what is looked like a horn of like a cow. And then he says, when he arrived to the end of the east and the west of the earth, he was called by that because he was able to occupy or control, or let us say, he took the horn of the sun, and the horn of the sun from the east, and the horn of the sun from the west. This is your Shia.
Okay,
this is your Shia.
So Tabrasi says that Dzulkarnaen was also called the man with the two horns because he had two heads from Al-Hasan.
Yeah.
And that he grabbed the horns of the suns, the east and the west of the sun.
And here it says about this the sunset in murky water. You can see on the screen with me. I'm showing it. حتى إذا بلغ مغرب الشمس أي موضع غروبها, until he arrived where the sun set, he arrived to the last and the end of the buildings from the side of the west, and he found there people behind where the sun set, and it did not report here he found where the sun set, because nobody can reach that place. The Shia start trying to do better. What is your favorite interpretation for the Quran?
Personally, I use Shakkar, but I don't know the reliability.
This is the
I heard that it's better than Sahih International.
Yeah, the Shia, they have a lot more fiction stories than the Sunni, by the way. And here they are trying to do the same as Ibn Kathir, saying, "Oh, it appeared like it is sitting in the water, but in fact, this is how it appeared." But this is not what it says in the Quran. They are trying to copy from Ibn Kathir saying that. Don't you know? Don't you have a what is the highest scholar for the Shia you know about?
I mean, I follow Ayatollah Sistani. So
Sistani. Do you have an interpretation for this? Sistani exist now. Why you follow a Sistani?
yeah,
Are you an Iraqi?
no.
But a Sistani, why a Sistani? Why don't follow Khomeini?
I mean, there's no. I guess I just go on the Sistani website and look for rulings because it's just easier for me to access.
Look, this is in the same. This is Tafsir Al-Qummi. You heard of Al-Qummi? He's a Shia too, big scholar for the Shia. Look what it says. So we give him a control of the earth, etc. And then he says, they are asking me about Dzulkarnaen. I will tell you some about him. And he says, he went to his people. He used to have 2 horns. Allah, he sent him to his people. They